Safe travels to you. Tamershi sent word. She said you can go. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't have much more to say. You were responsible for all this death. But I hope you don't end up the same way, too.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. We've thwarted her twice now, but she keeps burrowing deeper into the living lands.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Indeed. And death is her strength and her weakness.
But you're saying there's a chance?
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate. Right, and the Steel Garrote is famously level-headed. Just look at what they were planning in Fior.
Ludwig and her Steel Garrote have the numbers and the power, but we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of saga. You won't find a blessed thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Padraku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Sapadal? How do you know you can trust them?
I hate to be the voice of reason, but we are talking about a god. There are limits to what we can even comprehend.
I have a powerful connection to my Blessed flute, but I'm not about to take orders from it.
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so. Oh, I've been acting odd. Me. Need I remind you that we're talking about jumping off a cliff because your head voices tell us to? I'm done here. Do whatever blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Some things really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what. I hope so. One of us should talk to him. If something's eating at him, I don't like leaving him to his thoughts.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
Follow its gonads. There isn't enough perfume in Eora. You lived here.
Always thought that if I ever came back here...
Quiet, you! It's our bodies, but not our voices.
Does this amuse you, seeing your kin caged like beasts?
No true kin would desert Solace. All we have are our oaths to Nandru, and you broke them.
Right. They're not the only ones either.
The damn oaths again. You might as well be the one in chains. Our founder, Nandru, didn't intend for his people to starve. I'd bet you my kidneys he didn't build Solace Keep so we can die of starvation in it. No, he would have wanted us to live.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm getting too hungry to even think.
What's going on here is Pargrunen business. Stay out of it, Outlander.
Yeah, don't need a blessed outsider pretending they know anything. Move along.
Can't imagine why you even set foot here. These are Pargrunen lands, last I checked.
Meaning mind your tongue and your judgment while you're here, outsider. These folk have done much to deserve their cages. Strange that you think we'd care about your opinion. Saka, get out of here.
And you assholes need to feed us.
There's no food. We barely have decent meals ourselves. Why waste any of it on people who won't stay and fight?
Saka, don't tell the outsider that! These bastards wanted to abandon the keep.
Fine. Anything to be done looking at you. Follow the main road north and then east. You'll find some dirt paths to follow after you hit the cliffs. Now mind your business.
Come and get me.
Where are they? They should have been back by... Oh, excuse me. Might I have a word with you quickly?
Well, that was fun.
Look, those tracks missed the main road. Do you think the driver had a few before they left? Enjoy the pace, players!
Funny how we see more wrecked wagons than intact ones out here in the tusks. there's a set of wagon tracks heading east from there. Though I'd be more curious about those large footprints in among the tracks.
You'll not leave my side until I am what I was. Do not.
Watch yourselves.
You asked for it.
Yeah. I'll never get used to watching you do that.
We'll get them next time, Dig. That island must be the garden. I've never seen a tree glow like that before. I don't know how we're going to get any closer, though. Oh, can we look around? I'm sure there's something interesting to find.
We are close. Break the bars.
If it weren't so deadly and disturbing to look at, it'd be breathtaking.
Much as I want to get to the garden, I'm loath to swim through that. I don't think this broken bridge will help us. Didn't we read about another way into the garden, though? The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the acid sea.
Nandru was the founder of Solace Keep. If anyone knows more about him or the garden, it would be the Council of Solace. I can't make any promises, though. Like I said, they don't welcome outsiders, much less adherents. Your godlike features will get you through the door, but that's all you'll get. Got off on the wrong foot being born on another continent. Then they made it worse by taking control of Paradise and bringing a squadron of madmen along with them. Lean into the face thing. I'm not kidding. Nandru had the same stuff on his face. Like the two of you were made by the same sculptor. You'd be surprised how far a resemblance to Nandru will take you in Solace. Play your cards right, and it might get you through the door. Worth a shot, anyway.
To Solace Keep. Let's try to get there before the steel garrote can cause trouble.
Follow the road northeast and look for a giant ancient walled keep. Can't miss it. Right. If we're going, let's go.
I think I see a steel garrote camp ahead. They're already here. That can't be good news.
As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwine finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden. through its twisted silver roots. First, we tried the tower first. But the roots swallow, and the roots strangle, and the roots devour. The roots say your name, Envoy. They say you told them to do it. I feel I can't think straight. Body's full of roots, pulling me. You did this, didn't you? The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them, bleed them.
Careful. That's dream scourge talk right there.
No talk for traitors. Only fire for the roots. Burn them. Burn every one of them. Die as the roots die. Die, traitor! Lay yourself down. Envoy. Over here.
Someone's eager to meet us.
This would be a great spot, but there are so many of them. Shh.
Let's go.
Well, if you insist. My, it's rather dusty here, isn't it? How did the dwarves manage?
It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
That would be news to me.
You're alive. You. Asshole. You show your face now? Now?
Several times, but I hit more than I missed.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense. What are you all doing at the ass end of the living lands anyway?
You know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. We need to speak to the council.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden. Emperor? What's that?
It's their word for a fancy guy in a big gold hat.
I know what that means. I was trying to be sarcastic.
Come on, just for once, consider not being a complete Jitule and let us pass.
You know the position this puts me in. If I let you in, the council will have my head. The traditions of Solace exist for a reason.
Right, to keep you all from thinking for yourselves. Cosmine, Solace Keep is in real danger. Do you truly think I'd come back here for anything less?
Gods damn it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
I admit it. Solace is damned impressive. Just be aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Your face... It's just like... No. It's the lack of sleep. It's impossible. But Outlanders and Solace Keep. What's next?
You have his markings. The council is going to lose its mind.
Duty won't feed us, Mother. Duty won't keep us from dying.
I can't wait to see what the council will say.
Welcome back to Wodika's Nails, an outsider.
sanctuary of Nandru. Hasn't changed a bit.
Well, that sounds like a perfect excuse to spruce things up.
Mihala understands the importance of tradition.
The council chamber is behind me. Take the lead.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
Of course they have an elevator. How elevated?
If we open our gates to outlanders, we stand to lose everything. They will corrupt our people, destroy our traditions.
Our entire society faces destruction if we don't. We need trade. We need the rest of the world.
The reason Solace Keep has stood for so long is because we've stood alone. Do not question our ways, Kostya.
I understand, Mihala. But Solace Keep is dying. Surely it wouldn't hurt to consider a different route.
We will talk about this later. The guest. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason. I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Stilgarroth were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solace has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for Solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
There is no dream scourge in Galawain's tusks.
Nor has there ever been. We have no special magic here, and few scholars. It is the spirit of Nandru, our founder, that shields us. Loudly rings his name.
So it is believed, at any rate.
Your cynicism shames you, Kostya, and shames Nandru's sacred halls. When Nandru walked beneath the keep to meet the gods and disappeared into its depths, he knew what dangers would come for us. He left his wardens to protect us. How can I trust an Adiran to truthfully report the state of the land beyond our borders?
These are unusual times, Mihala. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fior, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it, but I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy? There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy? Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, envoy.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru. Enough. I know you outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
However noble you may believe your purpose, it is yours alone.
It's mine, too.
You have no more standing in these halls than the envoy does, Marius. We have no obligation, and indeed no inclination to help you. Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
And I thought Vidara was infuriating.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. No, indeed. I feel I owe you an apology. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. There are just not enough resources to go around, and it's causing people to fall ill. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. It is. I understand, Mihala, but principles won't keep your people fed and safe. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Mihala won't have it. Our isolation here is not elective, but imposed on us by her. And Nandru, and our long traditions. Tradition is a tricky thing to end, Envoy. People become attached, don't they, to the old ways of doing things? Even when those old ways are killing them. I have tried to broach the topic of trade with her many times, as have my predecessors with her predecessors, and clearly we have gotten nowhere. Outside influence, the call of the wider world. She doesn't voice it, but she fears that if our wardens know the comforts of the lands beyond our borders, they will want to leave the tusks.
She's right. There's a whole world out there free from all the saga and misery of Solace.
I would rather abandon every tradition and forget who we are than watch my people suffer needlessly for pride. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Because I know how she'd react. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care. Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sundan mind?
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Steel Garrote... disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. She already knows what I intend. And she doesn't care. Because she doesn't believe your empire could see us as anything but rivals.
Still lingering, Adiren? Good.
Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain. No, the Council's still going at it. You know how Mihala is.
Well, son, fine.
Do you think Apidan and Madeline...
the outsiders! Well...
Where is that caravan? The wardens from the town.
As sure as you banish the entropy from our lives,
that all bad?
may our exile
No
be
wonder
brief,
the decor in here
and
is
your
so
throne
drab.
reclaimed.
Nandru looked to Wodoka for inspiration when he created the traditions and laws of Solace.
Since the days of Nandru himself, have we stood watch over the darkness as shall our descendants.
An outsider! I've never seen someone so tall.
Hope no one sees me like this. A spider the size of a...
How did it...
Very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at the most opportune time. What? Outsiders? In the halls, Nandru.
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
An outlander.
Don't mean to be disrespectful, but we'd prefer not to deal with your kind.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for, poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
Once again, Outlander, we did not ask for your opinion. Leave us before we call for a warden's assistance. Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done for. I don't want to hear another word of this. Don't mean to be disrespectful, but we prefer not to deal.
I think that's real fruit. I'll probably go to the council.
Help! My gods, they're killing us.
Zarius. The tracks are everywhere. Remember now, don't touch the lava.
I don't want to go back. I can't. Solace Keep doesn't need me, but the people here, they do.
Turn around.
Watch your right! You asked for it!
Who are you, spirit? Go away. I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must.
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
The plagues corrupted the rest of us. The steel corrode. Now our minds broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're not real. You can't be. No, go away, spirit.
Hey, look, it's Captain Alfear. Time has not been kind to her, has it?
Is that my name? Alfear? I've been wondering. What is it me I'm frightened of? Or her? My soul is mine. Mine, it will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Modica, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh, gods, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me. I don't want to see it.
Right. She's gone. I'd almost suggest leaving her like this.
The ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said... She commanded me. The closer she draws us to the wood, the worse the visions become. Leaves and chains, roots and rot. When I close my eyes and when I wake, they never go away. Make them go away.
The Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne. The Queen and she.
None shall pass, she said. None but she and the Queen that was and always will be. Boudica, bind, you villain!
Let's go. I have the two weapons knocking. Got it.
Need a new outfit, dear.
I hear volcanoes have all sorts of pretty flowers growing around them. I'd love some for my hair.
Arms up!
Get off me!
How dare you!
Saga sub-steel corrode slaughtered them and left them to rot. I say we paid them in kind.
the company!
Stop right there.
Enjoy the pain, dears!
Got them all.
Pierce you at the roots if you lie. We will feed you to the water. We will do what we must until...
Please, help me!
Stay!
On your right here.
Isak so!
Gotcha.
Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come. The Steel Garrote happened. They said they were on a mission from Edir, but then their minds turned. They whispered and begged, and spoke of trees and shadows. Please, there is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too late.
We better hurry if we want to help, darling. Fantastically inconvenient. A cave-in. When you do it. We'll get them next time, dear. Look out!
Here they come. All right? The steel garrote left all this behind without packing up. He must have left in a hurry.
These are Pargrunen books. Just beautiful, and wasted on the steel garrote.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? No. Whatever else I think about Solace, it's still full of highly trained Pargrunen wardens sworn to die to protect it.
They must think that the keep hides away into the garden, for some reason.
I suppose it's possible the path to the garden is under the keep.
Someone had to tell them.
Doesn't matter. A steel garrote getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
Nothing will keep them safer than taking out the steel garrote.
Whether they realize it or not.
Trespasser, she defiles our ground. Murderer, she is near.
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me? The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
They turned into dream thrones!
Invaders in the garden!
Fly, envoy! Let's talk!
Nice work.
So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladins, envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the living lands. The evidence is right in front of us. What a pair we make, envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear? Keep your promise to the Emperor. Cut the Dream Scourge off at the root. Permanently.
No!
No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The living lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
We were fine living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
Well, this god was quite pleasant up until your steel garrote came in and started setting things on fire.
You and I alone can save the living lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
You're asking me what to do about the god living in your head? I don't know, but killing a god sounds like a really bad idea.
I don't know your god all that well, but I know that Ludwig attacked Fjord without provocation. I'm in no hurry to trust her opinion.
Our time is short. Choose.
She lies. She poisons.
Are you sure that's the right decision?
Must we? There are still so many unanswered questions.
It's not every day that a godlike vanquishes their creator. Tell me, when the time comes, will you hesitate? Or will it be swift? That is what concerns me. Are you confident in your own strength? Do you imagine that Sapadal has no hold over you? I will judge that for myself and judge harshly, starting with your conduct in Dawnshore.
Oh, sounds like Ludwig's prepared a list. Brace yourself.
Your killer escaped punishment. A sign of weakness that crippled our efforts in the city. I see that you learned nothing from this lapse in judgment. What of Emerald Stair? You protected Fior Massiverno, a dead city in all but name, clinging to its past and holding back the living lands. Tread lightly, envoy. I'm not the one on trial. At least you spared the life of my lieutenant, which shows a modicum of sense on your part. Our paths crossed again in Shatterscarp. The ruins of Naku Kubel were preserved at the expense of countless sacrifices. I expected so much more from you. I wanted to give the people of Shatterscarp a chance. After weighing your conduct, I have reached a decision. Your actions condemn you. I can feel the influence of Sapadal in your every move.
A false game. She strikes.
Can she read our thoughts? Asking for a friend.
I will be the one to kill Sapadal, starting with their godlike. What a shame to destroy so much potential. You are the key to Sapadal's prison. That isn't your fault. It merely is. And it has to end. Prepare yourself for the beyond.
Reinforce on our flanks.
To the
We've got company! Look out! To your left! Left!
Action!
We still have to clear out these blessed dream thralls. We did it! That steel garrote Korba died just like anyone else. Right. I don't trust that woman to die like a normal person. The garden lit up and everyone changed. I hate to say it, but maybe Ludwig is right about Sapadal and the Dream Scourge. I really need to lie down. Just for a minute.
Vipers in the knot! The venom drowns us! Save us, please! They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars, they do not hear. We scream, they do not answer. They come, a surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite. We do not wish this, not again. They eat us alive. Out, let us out, set us free. They eat through us, carve us open, no difference. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst, the old light. It blinds us. Send it away. We grow new life, better life. We fill them until they explode. Death is decay. Decay is life. Growth is life. Growth is pain. It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads. The plague grows. Not lying, no. We did not remember. We feared your judgment. We did not want to remember. We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods. We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. The charred queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were? She hurt us, killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed utterly. She called us aberration. She named us monster before we even knew what we were. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie. You close your ears. We try to clear the mist. They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again. We dreamed of green shoots, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us. Help us. We are alone. We cause it, but it is not our way. We will make this better. We promise. Help us. Release us. Then the rot ends. Bare the throat. This time will be different. We promise. Free us. All will be well. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more. You will see. Go to the stronghold at the edge of the acid sea. The one that overlooks our prison. One of the builders knew the way. We grant you our power. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering.
Come and get me.
This will hurt!
Time for a new weapon!
Nice job, everyone.
Invaders in the garden.
Listen.
Hurry in the
I don't know. But we can't ignore it. We might want to stop.
In the eyes!
You're right, dear. I can replace that arm.
We'll get them next time, dear.
In the brush!
Quit moving! Oh, good. Everyone's
need to leave before all of the tusks is flooded with lava.
And then what?
I don't like the way that lava is rising.
That's why Nandru built this He's not the one
Watch
I'm
yourself,
worried
Outlander.
about. Someone's going to
Keep
have
it
to kill the outposts.
I knew it. The moment I saw that the deer and river, I knew it was a bad sign.
Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit the room quickly.
Oh, Marius! Praise Abaddon! You are alive!
What's happening? Why's everyone running around like blessed fools?
The volcano erupted. Any minute now, we're going to be flooded. We're evacuating. Kostya's gone to open the lava sluice gates, but they've been disused for so long. When Forja erupted, I thought... Oh, my boy. I'm so glad you're alive. Unless you have come back to help us, Envoy, I don't have time for you. We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now. We told you, we don't know, and this is hardly the time to be asking.
Tell that to the Steel Garrote. They found a way to the garden, and it's somewhere beneath the keep. They were about to storm your gates when the volcano erupted.
They're all dead, by the way. You're welcome.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace?
How could they have gotten anywhere close to such valuable artifacts? Kostya's scouts would have seen them and they didn't report. You weren't lying then. He was. Good God.
Could Kostya have told the Steel Garrote about another entrance to the garden?
No. If such a thing existed, I can't believe it. He wouldn't. We took an oath to Nandru. The garden was our sacred duty, and he betrayed us. I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya. I knew he was making overtures, but I didn't think he'd go that far. The ambassador has not responded to Kostya's overtures, has he? I made sure of that when I threw the ambassador's replies in the forge fire. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but... Oh, this is entirely too much. How could he have done this? I can't believe Kostya handed the Steel Garrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. Mayu. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava.
I will show you where Kostya has gone. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him.
Mihala.
I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. I cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation, and you must go on your way. Let's hope we don't need your wishes. If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people well. I hope he is proud of us. And Marius, make it back to us in one piece.
I assume that's an order, Commandant?
Head through the door in the smithy. You'll find Kostya in the lava tubes beneath the keep. Go now, and go with the gods.
Outside! That was a damn big explosion, wasn't it? Heard it down here above the sound of the anvils. I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place.
They went through this door. Be careful, though.
It's odd, but there's a beauty to this place. Maybe because it's a place in Galaman's tusks I've never... Magma's getting awfully high. You might want to hurry.
Used to quiet. Enjoy the pain!
We need to keep moving if we're gonna catch Kostya. Kostya left them behind to die. Blessed Korba. Yeah.
Oh, that's hot.
Take a moment, people.
Voices silenced.
We're in a bit of a rush, Envoy. Check your right. This.
I've got it.
On your left. Watch this.
Enjoy the pain! On your left here!
Nice run! Hold it! Right with you.
isn't going to wait around for us. Keep moving. Kostya doesn't care who dies. That Korba must be stopped.
Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on it. I'm not used to quiet.
That's it. Kostya knew about this, he'd be like a ticket. Gets.
I've come across references to this before. Nothing could have prepared me. Last one in's a rotten egg.
Daylight. Essence we have not felt in centuries. It cannot be.
My brother, soul of my soul, how did you find me here? A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the wheel to a man subject to one like them? I told Sabadal not to look for me. I did not wish to be found. I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They fall apart when I look too long at them. There was a man called Nandru once, beloved of a terrible god. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name my mother gave me. But that was never what they called me. To them, I was beloved. An endearment my God wielded against me like a cudgel. I would have killed them with it if I could. But they were beloved of me, too. Will they hear where we are blessedly invisible to them? I pray my soul disintegrates to dust, to tatters. I pray my soul is lost and never found again. True death will be a relief if it at last allows me to know silence. That was the name they gave themselves, stolen from the ancient souls whose deaths gave rise to them, to us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. have seen them, as I have. Memories of their ancient, chosen children. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead to leak through. Memories of the Akida. People like you or I, who loved Sabadal and were betrayed by them. This land was once a jungle, rich, alive. I saw it through their eyes. The people tried to look after themselves, to rely less on Sabadal. But to be relied upon was all their god desired. They felled a tree, and for that slight, Sabadal turned their world to ash, ignited the breath in their lungs, and made their people into dust. Sabadal burned the world, and the people who revered them suffered for it. So that I would be confronted every day with what our God had done. So that I would not grow weak and give in. So that I would not go to them and do what they have asked of you. So that I would never set them free. No, their final death came later. A gift to the Akida from the true gods, who wished to bring their children back to them, back to her. The rightful queen. She is the center of everything. Yes, you see them with eyes unclouded. The ruined cities, the crevasses cleaved into the earth. They remade the land in their image. It reflects their twisted heart. You, my brother, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here, to siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world, disconnected from them. I only hope that Sabadal releases you to the same long peace. I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of. It is only a door, carved and warded by my own rough hands. It knew me. It will know you, because the same thorn tears at us both. Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, brother. And when you see Wodika, tell her I said hello.
Envoy, you alright? We lost you there, but not like before.
Another day, another chat with Sumatra. Though this one seems... So, Do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him?
Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solace. Whatever you choose to do with him after we stop him is fine with me.
Finally! We found the gates! Quick, let's find Kostya!
Lava's rising. We have to stop this now.
Oh, you made it. I thought all of you adherents were killed when the volcano erupted. Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it.
Interesting question, Envoy. Because it looks like he's doing the opposite of what Mihala asked.
Marius? Abaddon's balls, is that really you?
Why do people keep asking me that? Looks like you're trying to jam that winch and keep the sluice gates from opening. Welcome to Pargrunin politics.
You've been gone a long time, Marius. Things are worse than when you left.
When flooding the keep with lava will fix it?
We can't survive here in the Tusks any longer. They're already dying. In their spirits, in their faith, in our order.
So that makes it okay to kill them?
We can barely feed ourselves. Medicine is scarce. The damn keep is collapsing around us. I risk my own life down here to be certain most of them are saved. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it.
He has a point, but it's not worth letting Solace fall to prove it.
You, of all people, are speaking in favor of the suffocating grasp of tradition.
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandru. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want, but don't force everyone else to.
Finally! Proof she's got a spine. Well, Envoy, now's your chance. Are you going to be a good little minion and do as she asked? Or will you let me save my people from themselves? Nandru isn't here. He was never here. He built us a tomb and abandoned us to it. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you.
A life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
Stand down, Kostya. This just isn't your day.
Envoy, I understand that Kostya grates on the nerves, but perhaps we should...
So be it. And you are so close. The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
Company!
Stay.
Slow down, please.
Take a moment, people. Done. Solace is safe. Thank the gods.
Did the keep look as confining before?
Never thought I'd be so glad to see those blessed walls.
Again.
I've never been happier to see the keep
I
standing
told
tall.
you. I knew that Adiran was a blessing.
Do not say that.
Yes, I did. I did at the top of the... We're alive! We're alive!
They saved us? No. I still can't believe
What happened,
that
Adiran?
sucker
Is
son
everyone all right?
goes that far.
I even considered supporting them.
Thank you. I cannot explain how afraid I was for my people and our home. Perhaps so. Either way, I understand now the nature of my errors. It will not happen again. Here. I once was this artifact's custodian, but I failed in protecting the keep. This belongs to one who has proven capable of guarding my people. I wish so much that things had gone differently. Marius, could I speak to you?
Right, did she just ask that? Or am I having another nightmare? Knew you were gonna say that. Okay, let's hear it.
I'm so glad you're safe and that you're surrounded by good people.
All right, waiting for the but?
There's no but waiting. That's all I wanted to say. Truly. I am genuinely happy you found friendship, Marius. You always deserved more than the world gave you.
That's all I wanted to say.
Well, you've always given me more than I deserved.
It was a true thing. Aderen.
Closer. We have waited so long.
Well, this is it, I guess. Feels very different from the last time I left Galawain's tusks. I will say, it's nice to look out and see Solace still standing. Thanks for that. Careful, Envoy, or your head won't fit through the gates to the garden.
Solace is still standing. And so are you. We're in this together.
Just so you know, Kai, it's starting to sound like you like me.
If you happen to need a reminder, do let us know. Brooding in silence can be quite the mood killer.
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fior, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us. We should be so lucky.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
That's the spirit. And funny you should mention it. I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Madness opens the mind to discovery, so madness is what we need right now. Before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to kill Sapadal. Is that still the plan? If only it were that simple. Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in. Putting an end to Sapadal's imprisonment one way or another. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, If you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
And you don't have to. We pull together, and that's plenty.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.